Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It happened when I was 15. My best friend Anthony invited me to stay over for the weekend. His parents were out of town, so we had the whole place to ourselves. I rode my bike over, parked it in his backyard, and slipped in through the back door like I always did. We spent the night exactly how two teenage boys would, chugging soda, devouring popcorn, and cycling through every game he owned. From FIFA to Call of Duty, we left nothing untouched. The living room floor was a minefield of junk food wrappers and soda cans. Eventually, we got bored of gaming and switched to watching some random movie. Halfway through, even that got dull. That's when Anthony had the bright idea: prank calls. It was just after 10 p.m. Anthony called a couple of pizza places with fake orders. We were laughing like idiots. Then it was my turn. I started dialing random numbers, hoping to catch someone off guard. On the fourth try, someone picked up. The voice on the other end was deep, rough. It wasn't a friendly hello, just a dry, cold yeah. Anthony started cracking up behind me. T's laughter was contagious. I could barely keep it together. Hi sir, I was wondering if I could borrow one of the wheels from your car. It was a long silence. Then he spoke. What's your name, kid? Bob. Another pause. Really? You sure it's not Anthony? My heart dropped. I slowly turned to Anthony. T's face had gone pale, frozen. I hung up immediately. What the hell was that? Police bird? Anthony stammered. I don't know. Does caller ID show my name? No, just your dad's. We rushed to his computer and searched for how someone could get a name from a phone number. But Anthony was too young to be in any database or lookup service. We even posted the question on Yahoo Answers, but no one had a clue. I told him to call his dad, but he didn't want to get in trouble. He wasn't supposed to have anyone over. We tried to shake it off and finished the movie. Just as we were finally relaxing again, we heard the front storm door open. The doorknob turned. Click, click. It stopped halfway. The lock held it in place. Anthony muted the TV. I tiptoed to the front window and parted the blinds just a sliver. A man stood on the porch, tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in dark clothes. He saw the blinds move, stood up. I dropped them fast and ducked. He saw me, I whispered. We backed into the kitchen. Then creak, the backyard gate opened. Oh no, I whispered. I left the back door open. Anthony's eyes widened. Lock it. Now, I crept down the hallway and froze. There was a silhouette standing at the back door. His face was pressed against the glass. He didn't seem to see me, but he was scanning the inside. Then the door creaked open. I bolted back to the kitchen, grabbed Anthony by the arm. Upstairs. Now, he didn't make a sound going up. In his room, we crawled under the bed and pulled the cloth down to hide ourselves. The house was dead silent, then footsteps began moving from room to room. Getting closer, closer. Then the stairs. Thump, thump. He was on the second floor. The bedroom door opened. I could hear Anthony's breathing. Too loud. Shay. I pressed my hand over his mouth. We could hear him moving. First, to the closet. The hanger slid. Coats rustled. Then footsteps to the bed, and stopped. I swear my heartbeat was shaking the floor. We didn't move, didn't breathe. Then silence. So long. I started to believe he was gone. I slowly took my hand off Anthony's mouth and whispered, You think we can run? He opened his mouth to answer a scream. The most blood-curdling, soul-ripping scream I'd ever heard. Anthony was being dragged out from under the bed. I scrambled out and saw him clawing at the carpet, trying to hold on. The man had him by the ankle. I looked around desperately, a knife on the nightstand. I didn't even think. Grabbed it and plunged it into the man's back. He screamed, Staggered and released Anthony. We ran. Not to the street, too exposed. We dove for the woods behind his house and collapsed behind a thick bush. The back door creaked again. He stepped out, scanning the yard. Then he looked toward the woods, straight at us. "Joe," Anthony whispered. "He's coming." We bolted deeper into the woods. Leaves and branches snapped under our feet like gunfire. Then Anthony tripped. I crouched with him. We held our breath. Crunch, crunch. The footsteps slowed, 2 trees away. Then silence, and then the footsteps veered off. Gone. We waited. Then ran again back to the house. This time, we locked the door. Anthony called the cops. I scanned the backyard windows. It was pitch black. Did something stupid. I turned on the backyard lights, and there, standing at the edge of the woods, was him, staring, still, like a statue carved from nightmare. Then he turned and walked back into the darkness. That was the last time we ever saw him. There were no strange knocks, no horror movie, just silence. 5 years have passed. Nothing happened since. But sometimes I still wonder, was it just a freak coincidence? A random call to the wrong man? Or did that call awaken someone